Welcome back to Just Weirdly Blended.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Jesse. And it's Friday, huh? It's July 1st.
We managed to make it a Friday this week. It is the beginning of July.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 days until the 4th of July, America's birthday.
I know. I took off the 4th and the 5th.
You had to take off the 4th?
I didn't take the 4th off.
Oh, okay.
I had the 4th off.
You took the 5th off. Gotcha. I played the 5th.
I don't know why. I just want to take the day off. I thought
Who wants to go to work on the 5th of July?
I don't want to go to work.
Yeah.
Period.
I think for the first time. No, that's not true. One other time in my life I had to work the 5th of July.
I would have had to. I've had to work the next day after holidays, and it's the most terrible. The worst is like after Christmas.
I'll bet.
It's like, hey, who wants to go to work after Christmas?
Right.
It's like, no, man, no one wants to.
The week between Christmas and the New Year is probably such a waste of time anyway.
Well, you're out of school, man.
I know.
Lucky you.
That's the one awesome thing about being a teacher is the schedule that way is really great. So
that's cool. Yeah, what I do, it's like we get Christmas off, and then depending on where it lands, we'll get the next day off, which I think is kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
And we get out early on the Christmas Eve.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, an hour early, and which I'm cool with.
Yeah. Well,
it was cool back when I had to drive, dude. Getting off that hour early, I'd get home like at 5 instead of at 6.
Yeah. Right.
Just
in December,
and it was pitch black anyway. So
right.
Like it mattered,
but still.
Yeah. Oh no, it was.
If you got a holiday party or something to go to, then you can get there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's cool.
Nice.
No, it's been I don't know. It's been a blah week.
Yeah.
I think I'm tired of working at home. I think I'm tired of just working.
Yeah.
I think I just need a vacation.
Well, that's actually a pretty good topic to start this week off with is those days where you just feel blah.
Yeah. I've been just like that for like the last week and a half, I think.
Yeah.
It's been off. Like, I don't know. So I got to get a haircut so I can feel pretty. I think I'm gonna start putting myself on a diet. Yeah. I'm starting to feel, I don't know, man.
You just feel like a lot of stuff's compounding.
Yeah. For me, I have to, it's a confidence booster when I get a haircut. I think that's for most guys. I think for most people, if you get a fresh haircut, you just feel
just
a little boost.
A little cleaner. Yeah.
And then, man, I don't know what's been going on, but it's one of those things you just fight through and
we've all been there. Blanca was on my case yesterday, today. You seem like you're in a bad mood.
Yeah. No,
I was a little bit in a bad mood, but temporarily and for no reason.
Yeah, no, that's how I was. And Alicia's like, "Are you mad?" I'm like, "No, I don't know. I'm just tired of everything."
Yeah. Well, sometimes I get almost like I want to do something, but I can't figure out what I want to do. And there's too many things I'm thinking through of what I could do that then it gets frustrating. And, that's kind of where my head goes, I think.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, I know there's stuff I need to do, and then I don't do it. And then I'm like dealing with other stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm all done.
Right.
No, I think it'll all this month will be good.
Yeah.
Gonna take that day off. And then I think the week of the 18th, I'll be off.
Oh, okay.
So I actually might be able to take Elena with us when we go to Silverwood.
Oh, cool.
So I hope, because I don't know which day she's leaving.
I don't know.
So I'll have to find that out.
Blanca knows, but
yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last week I was fucking wasted on the podcast. That was great. We were just talking about that, how I was like, you can hear the voice being all drunk. And then me trying to speak like I'm not drunk.
It happens.
No.
You pulled it off
yeah,
well.
That sounds awesome. Oh, that's amazing. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I said that so many times. That's amazing. I mean, that's amazing. Sound like an infomercial.
I took the biggest poop yesterday. That's amazing.
With OxyClean, you can clean it right out. Fuck. No. So sorry, Mike. I was pretty wasted.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you came on the show.
And, I think Mike enjoyed it.
I think so.
Yeah.
He seemed like it. I've been listening. I was listening to it, like I said.
Yeah. He was definitely a nice perspective to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a good story.
It was cool because it's like, well, his story was really cool, but obviously I was inebriated, and so some of the stuff I don't recall well.
Sure.
And so to hear it, I was like, oh, that's cool. But then I was like, man, dude, I need to shut the fuck up. Then it was annoying. I was probably pretty annoying. But yeah, Matt, come back on the show. I'm Matt.
You did that a few times.
I know. I did that. Come on, Matt, back on the show. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I got you.
No, I called him Matt a few times. There's a guy on our softball team named Mike, and I call him Matt too.
Huh.
And I've played with this guy for
interesting,
probably 6 years.
The name Mike just doesn't register.
Does not register. Although, like my best friend, what's his name? That was his name was Mike.
Okay. So, just some kind of a trigger.
I don't know why I call it Matt. It just sounds. You look like a Matt. You're gonna be Matt to me. Pull a Gabe and just call him some random name.
Call him whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, Kurt.
Yeah. Yeah, Denzel. Hey.
No. Mike's cool. He's look forward to hanging out again with him.
Yeah. 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 I think he would definitely be down to come back. He seemed pretty excited about it when he left.
I'd be sober this time.
Yeah. Yeah. We promise.
I know. I promise 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because like the week before that, we had to drop the whole thing because the audio sucked. So we had to delete that week.
Did we delete it?
Yeah, well, we took it down. I mean, we didn't delete it, but we took it down.
Yeah, I didn't remember
because I don't think we ever did a YouTube video for that one. Because it wasn't worth it. And then the audio was so bad, we just pulled it from.
It was
Anchor.
terrible,
and I still don't know what happened.
I think something wasn't connected right.
Something. But it was awful. It sounded like we were in a garbage can and also like in space or something.
Yeah, it was all staticky. I don't know.
So. But then I realized I was going to do a shout out to some of the people I worked with because I had that end of the year party the day school got
I think
out.
you did do that too on that episode.
Did, and I showed I won like this like award. It was the Michael. It was the Michael Scott thing. I'm trying to remember now.
Michael Scott's from The Office.
Yeah, it was a. Oh, there were jokes about the name of it. It was. Thank you.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, it was the Hootie Awards, I think. The Hootie Awards.
Did anybody win a Hootie of the Blowfish?
No, no,
that'd be cool.
No.
Get the music teacher that one.
But yeah, I know. Yeah, he really deserves it. He's pretty awesome with the music that he does with the kids.
Oh, I remember. I remember when Elliot was in our house and he was in the music class. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, he's legit. I was in there singing too in the background behind Elliot. Like, let's go.
It's like a soulful Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I won an award for having like the great, wonderful class. So
yeah,
it was pretty fun. And it was pretty awesome. It's funny. It's signed by Michael Scott, assistant to the assistant principal. So it's all fun. But
so there's a guy named Michael Scott.
Not in our school.
Oh, okay.
It's Michael Scott from The Office.
Yeah, okay. No,
it's based on the Dundee Awards or whatever that they do in the show. So yeah, it was the same kind of idea. It was all
I thought it would have been funny if you had like a Michael Scott.
Yeah, we did have a Matt, or do have a Matt Scott that works for the district.
That's why I called Mike Matt.
There you go. That makes sense. Yeah, he was my director when I worked in SPED for a while, and now he just got another promotion. So I don't remember exactly what his title is, but
that's cool.
He's pretty high up. So.
I know. I thought that episode was good. Last week's episode was good. Aside from
stuff
me,
happens.
But I really thought Mike had a lot of good things to say, and like it was cool. It was really cool to hear his perspective and his story and how he like.
Well, just another good example of somebody that overcame those challenges and became somebody that gave to others. I mean, I think it's great he became a teacher and that he contributes as much as he does.
Yeah, I think so.
He had
awesome. He has
every
a
reason
family
not
and
to, and he did it. So, and same to you. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, you don't have to repeat a cycle. And that's...
I think I repeated some stuff, and then I was like, that didn't work. So I just...
Yeah.
I stayed me, but I just was like, let's dabble in drugs. Let's do this.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is, like, some of it is youth and figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
And we all have our own way of figuring things out. Sadly, some people have addictive personalities.
Yeah.
And
I think I do.
So, well, and if someone gets too deep into stuff, then they can't get themselves out of it. But at that point, it's too late. And that's like, there's always a debate about drugs. Like, it's an illness. Well, it's not because blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I get both sides of the argument. But the way I kind of look at it is whether it's a disease or not a disease is kind of a moot point anyway, because by the time someone's severely addicted to a drug, it's a super big problem.
Yeah. Well, it then becomes
whether it's a disease or not. Right. And that's kind of my view is like, no, it's not a disease in the sense of, yeah, you choose to do it, but you become addicted.
Yeah. And that
you no longer have any control. So I don't know. I mean, not everybody is affected the exact same by every drug. Some people could try heroin and be like, "Oh, that's no." And someone could try it once and be like, "Oh, that's everything."
I want some of that.
So I don't know. I think we've talked about it before. The question is, why do people need it in the beginning, in the first place? And our culture seems to be full of it.
For me, like just experiment was just because that's how, like, literally that's what it was. It wasn't because it was like I'm trying to escape, I don't think.
Right.
And maybe like deep down it was, but I don't know if I don't think that was the case really.
Do you feel like having seen some of it, was it less scary for you than it might have been for somebody that?
No, I think it was kind of like I was hesitant on some stuff because I've seen stuff and I was just like,
gotcha.
I don't want to get to that point, and so then I dabbled anyway, but I never let myself get to that point,
right?
You know what I mean? Like I got like there was some addiction here and there, but I would notice it and was like, okay, I need to like
pull away before you you full blown. It was never like a problem. It was more,
well, I mean, it was a problem, but it was like, let me just
controlled problem.
I knew what was happening and I stopped it before it got like
out of control,
before it got to the disease. I was here. I didn't want to get here. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But
you were sick. You were not diseased.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But I wouldn't do that shit again.
Right. I'm glad to hear it. I don't think it's a great thing for a person to do it. You have a lot going on in your life now.
Yeah.
So,
but no, it is what it is.
Well, a lot of young people have been through those experiences, so it is something that happens in life. But
hell yeah,
I can say I did not dabble in much.
That's all right.
I think it's good. And I don't think I ever would. I had one friend one time that was like, I want to try heroin before I die. I was like, that's great.
So I had a chance to like not. It wasn't like shoot up or do any of that, but it was more of like you can
like snort it.
I think it's snort or smoke it or do something. Yeah. But I was like, I'm good.
Well, from what I have learned,
because I hear it's so addictive, it's like I don't even want to get to that.
Well, point. That's what I've learned from Intervention, a show I watched many hours of. No personal experience. I've never seen heroin for myself. My brother has smelled it because in the police training they had to go through. I don't know what the scenario was, if they just exposed them to drugs and had them like smell in like the air. Or if it was like in a scenario where they had to do like a fake traffic stop or something. But somewhere along his training, he was exposed to like heroin. And he said just the scent of it, apparently in his mind or his olfactory senses, it smelled like, he said it was like vinegar potato chips or something. Like it was a very strong smell. And I never thought about the smell because, when you watch a movie where somebody's doing heroin, there's no smell to it.
No.
Like it's just white powder. They shoot it or whatever, and it's done. Never thought about there being a smell.
Yeah. So I guess I never thought about that either.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a very strong smell.
Vinegar. I mean, that's
it's a strong. Vinegar. I like vinegar to a point.
I don't want to smell that shit,
but I don't want to shoot that in my arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
But yeah, I know tons of people. Like one of the biggest issues they had probably 10 years ago, a little more in Boston, was kids popping pills.
Boston.
They would just they'd get it and they'd pop the pill and
like Viagra, or like what do you mean, like ecstasy?
A little blue pill. They wanted to have a big dick for a while, so they popped the pill.
Some ecstasy or what?
No, a heroin, like not even heroin, but like Oxycontin, Oxycodone, the other one, Hydros, that kind of stuff.
I've done those,
and those are like they're kind of the same thing, but they're a pharmaceutical version,
which I think pharmaceutical companies. Well, I better be quiet on here.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, I think that's really addictive. Like legally though,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like people get hooked on that shit.
Well, they've been to court. The Sackler family has been taken to court, and it's pretty well common knowledge that they probably did some shady shit. They're really lucky that they're not the rest of us, or else they'd be in prison. So they're not, because they had enough billions of dollars to, not go to prison. But
just, hey guys,
the reality is, when a TV show like Intervention, 10, 12, 15 years ago was telling us that these pharmaceutical drugs were leading people into it and they weren't wrong, there's no way the Sackler family didn't know that they were creating a problem.
How much money are you making off
that
that
internal
shit?
Memos that were just disgusting in the company itself. And it's like, regardless of whether you knew everything, you knew enough.
Yeah.
Come on. You knew it was addictive.
What's funny is that's like, I think at one point my mom had like an addictive thing with pills. She still takes medicine for, her health and stuff. But I think there was a point where it was like too much, like overdoing it, because now, but it's just crazy to see how much pills she had to take because of side effects of pills.
Yeah.
And just the fucking rabbit hole she had to go down.
One thing after another. And that's not to say that
me, I don't even want to ever get there, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with all that. Like,
well, that's it. I mean, you think
I'll just do fucking heroin.
Just go straight to the source, man. Take care of it all at once. Well, I've heard that the good thing about heroin, if we want to look at the bright side, people that have recovered, I could completely be wrong. So I'm not speaking as any kind of medical expert, but I have heard that it doesn't have real lasting medical effects. If you get, contract HIV or something, obviously. But if you, particularly like wealthy people that snorted it a bunch, I think it's like Eric Clapton. They said like he was afraid of needles. So when he was addicted to it, he would snort like 30 grand a week or something.
Fucking shit.
I mean, I forget how much it was and what the percentage was, but in his book, I read his book and he talks about, he was pretty deep in it for a while. And he talks about just the amount of money that he would spend on it.
And it's probably just a little bit.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it got to the point though, like he would have to snort larger doses because it doesn't do the same thing as when you eject it and all that.
But I can only imagine the trying to get it out of flushing it, out your system once you're like, I'm trying to get
you've
clean.
Been on it that long. Yeah.
Well, people can die from not having it.
Alcohol has some of the worst withdrawals. You can die. More people die from alcohol withdrawal than from like hard drug withdrawals.
That's scary. I don't even want to drink now.
You don't have to.
I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, I can stop anytime I want.
Fuck, that makes me want to drink. I don't want to die.
God.
Trying to get clean, I die from it.
No, it's crazy. I mean,
I'd have to probably be fucking pretty. You'd have to probably be pretty like addicted to that.
Yeah, I mean, these are like the guys that wake up and crush a 30 pack of Busch Light, like in the morning. And I've seen some of those interventions. That's all I can really reference is intervention. But I mean, I drink a bit. Like we both drink a bit, but not to the point of like everyday drinking like that. So every once in a while like we drink a little too much. Like
in the morning.
Yeah, afternoon it's vodka. I switch. Very classy.
Yeah.
But man, there was one kid. It was really sad to watch. Like I think he'd lost some teeth and everything over it. And he would just like in the morning, he'd get the biggest pack of like the cheapest beer he could get and just pound them. I mean, just pound them down. And then in the afternoon, he'd have to go get another huge pack of beer.
I would probably just go to bed.
I mean, can you imagine that? No. And it was to the point like it was going to kill him. I mean, he was in his 20s. It's a very sad thing. So,
and it's legal.
And it's totally legal, and and I don't want it to be outlawed. Don't get me wrong, but there's some irony in the fact that certain things are untouchable and accepted, and certain things are not. I mean, dollars for donuts. More people die from alcohol than anything else. So,
I mean, marijuana, like that's I've smoked many a marijuana, and I've never had like a withdrawal, per se. When I was like stopping. You do get like headaches or you do
get the equivalence of coffee, probably.
Yeah, like you get like coffee. That. You do get you can tend to get kind of moody. You know, your fuse is a little short.
But wouldn't that be more the behavioral side? A lot of times people smoke weed to kind of dull their senses a bit, right? Like to deal with stress or anxiety.
Yeah, that's what I would do. And then...
So you're going to be more stressed and anxious if you don't have it then.
So like, you know, obviously, but it's only a short period of time where you're just like kind of snappy and then you're like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know,
well, cigarettes are awful.
I was just going to say, it's the same with someone who tries to quit smoking.
Only I hear that can be kind of rough.
Yeah, I had a friend that he kept trying to quit. And like he, you know.
Yeah.
They start gaining weight. They freaking get grumpy. You know. Like,
right.
You smoke weed, you gain weight.
Yeah, you can, unless you're Scooby-Doo. And
I promise you, I haven't been smoking. I'm just eating a lot.
That's a problem. When you quit smoking, you gain weight.
God damn it. But no, man. Not drugs. Fuck them.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. I do. But I mean, you ever have issues, obviously there's help out there.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part is this getting that help and wanting that help. And
but even then,
admitting it.
That's the thing is like, if you don't want to get the help, you're wasting your time.
Oh, yeah.
That's, you know, again, for intervention, I keep bringing it up. But one thing I do like about the show, and like maybe part of it, like you shouldn't like because you're watching people go through hell. But I do like the way that they teach the family around the person who's technically sick.
Yeah.
About how they're all codependent. And they really kind of break down that family dynamic to show the family members like, hey, you have to stop providing. Like the enabling is what is going to kill them. You giving them $20 to get them to get better heroin from some safe guy is going to keep them doing heroin.
How do you know it's better?
I know him. He was Scotty's friend growing up.
His mother's a great lady.
Yeah, she would never let her son sell that bad H on the street.
I know. That'd be crazy.
You know, it's like they really do bring the person to their breaking point where it's like you'd have no more access to money. You have no place to stay. You've got nothing. And, you know, most people aren't that great and thrifty at figuring things out. Some people are.
OnlyFans, here I come.
But he wants a picture of my dick.
So gross.
You like syphilis?
And that'd be like, you know, and a guy couldn't create an OnlyFans and make...
No. Now, a girl could probably do it for about a month.
She could probably get away with it, like, you know, but like
a picture of my foot, but a dude, like I'd have to shave my foot and then cut calluses off of it just to pretend like it was a girl's foot. You know,
but hey, maybe some people like that. Like
maybe
just do videos.
This is a gross ass woman foot. Like,
well, maybe they would like to watch the process.
Oh, maybe yeah, $20 and I'll shave.
Yeah, you like
baby?
That? I'll slowly shave. I cut myself.
Oh, little neck. Oh.
Blood. Suck that blood out your toe.
Lick what is it? The tissue. Stick it to the
gross. Right. That's what I would do if I used to cut my face. I'd like wet it. And
dude, did you ever cut your nose at all?
Not the nose, but I would like cut my cheek. I have a mole. It looks weird because of, my keys are in the. My keys are in the car.
Oh, they're in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you.
Where were we?
I was talking about shaving. Sorry. Sorry, my daughter's going home.
That's all right.
So
that's parenting, man.
You know, this is real. I'm telling you. My daughter had a dog. She's going to take it. Baby doggy. Anyway, no, I don't think I've cut my nose. Maybe like right here.
Yeah.
But I've had a mustache, and so I haven't done it in a long time.
I haven't either, but.
So back in the day when I would just have my goatee, sometimes I would when I would shave it down.
Mm-hmm.
And before, I have a mole actually right here.
Yeah.
And so there'd be times I'd cut the mole. Oh. That thing bled like
forever,
hours. It felt like
wow.
it would bleed for a long ass time. Like I'm not even joking, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Something like that. It would just keep bleeding. I'm like, holy shit, what the hell's in here, man?
You found the core.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never got it removed, though.
I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was in college once, and I must have been in a huge rush because, I nicked my nose, like, right here. And it bled forever.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. Like,
it's all those little vessels in your face.
Fucking bleeding. I was like, dude.
Yeah, anytime, any cut from shaving, it was like, it just bleeds and bleeds.
I got places to be, man.
Like fucking got all these little things.
That's
when
why
I first started shaving, I would get, cut. But now I'm like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
All I shave is like I'll shave here.
That's what I do sometimes, and I just use my electric.
I don't even
shaver
do that
now. So.
I just use a razor because I don't like the. Well, back a long time ago, I tried electric, but I'd break out.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I didn't like it, so I never really use it. Except when I went to go get my hair cut, I had the lady trim my beard, which I normally don't do. But I was like, you know what? I need my beard trim. Like,
yeah, just do it.
But she goes, "What do you need?" I was like, "Just because I usually do like a number 3."
Mm-hmm.
And then so she was like lining it up, and like she would take the electric shaver.
Yeah,
but it like pulled my hair a couple times. I'm like.
Got caught in the nose hair.
Like, oh man, nose hairs. I don't know.
They're the worst.
Alicia would watch these people like wax and do stuff.
I heard about that.
And they shove wax in their nose.
Yeah,
and
then pull it all out. You want to cry,
bro.
I mean, pulling one of those things makes you
sometimes I'll cut mine and I like to trim up in there. But there's be times you get a little straggler, so I'll like pinch it. And and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna suck. And I'm like. Blink.
Yep.
Like, ooh.
It just about makes that noise too. Blink. It's impressive how thick those hairs are too.
Bro, right?
I mean, sometimes you get them and you're like, geez. Yeah.
Like, damn, that was in my nose. I have my brain. That thing was long.
So there's an attachment to my little like razor thing that it's round. Have you ever had one of those? It's like a nose
I know
trimmer.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
You just jam it in there and you can hear
it's like
it's like a lawnmower up there. Weed eater.
Mine would fucking jam up.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's clogged.
They tie in and pull it up.
Right. No,
yeah, pretty bad.
Speaking of weed eaters, I was weed whacking yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, I'm going to do my lawn.
Yeah.
It was looking a little long. So I weed eated and I started mowing. And then Alicia's like, you ready? I'm like, what? She goes, my cousin, which I forgot. Like he was performing at the Happos thing over there on John Dam. Because they do like a live at 5.
Yeah.
So he performed yesterday. I guess he's the first rap artist. His name's Coaster.
Cool.
He's the first rap artist to perform.
Ouch.
There.
That fucking hurt.
Did you just elbow?
His elbow this.
Oh, wow. Shit. He's going to bleed, guys. I got you.
Help. Anyway, so he's the first rapper to do this show.
The live at 5, yeah. Like, so he had like a little 25-minute set. It was cool. But I'm like in the middle getting ready to, like, I'm all,
sweaty.
Dirty. Shit. Oh, yeah. Especially from weed whacking.
You ready? Like she didn't know.
Well, no, she knew because she just got off of work. She just pulled up.
Was she upset or?
No. She's like, you ready? I'm like, oh shit, I forgot all about that.
Oh yeah, let me go.
And so I hurried up and washed. I didn't even shower though.
Yeah.
I just like washed my legs real quick and then all right, let's go.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Boy.
It was fun times.
Yeah,
but Sadia finished mowing. So shout out Sadia.
Nice. Good job,
Thank
Sadia.
you.
Yeah.
And I got home and she's like, oh, I finished mowing. I'm like, oh.
She just did it.
Yeah.
That's a good kid.
Yeah, she just finished mowing. I'm like, all right, cool.
Wow.
Look good. She good job.
Nice.
Lines looked all right.
Hey, that's the hardest part.
Because usually I'm pretty
picky.
Pretty picky on my mowing. I like,
But that's the one thing. Like I like having, because I have the riding mower.
Yeah.
And I like it because it saves a shit ton of time. But that's the only thing I don't like about it. Is you don't really get the lines. You get wheel marks.
Oh, okay.
The wheels are too heavy.
Yeah.
So it just makes wheel marks. So I try to get those fairly straight, but at the end of the day,
I want to know how they get the baseball fields.
They actually have a kit.
It just looks so cool.
They have some kind of a kit, and my brother bought one for his tiny push mower. It does the same thing. It's like a stripe kit, and I forget how it works, but it's weighted in some way where it pulls the grass. And then some of them even have like GPS built into their lawnmowers. So it's like satellite controlled almost, where it's like perfect. And it's insane. Baseball fields are almost enough to give you a boner. Like it's
they're amazing. They give me boners.
I mean, you look at that neighbor, that relative that we went to last night.
Yeah,
their lawn is always beautiful.
Just imagine
they have the same bushes that they put in at the beginning when the house is built. I think are still there, and they just look stunning. Like,
do they hire anybody?
No.
Oh man,
I know. I don't know how they've done it because he worked full time. Like he's retired kind of now.
Oh,
But like I think she was stay at home for a long time, but she was always busy with kids and stuff. Like she would always like have family members, kids over, and very like involved that way. So I know she wasn't just spending all her time in the yard. So I don't know if they just spend all their free time like enjoying the lawn care or what the hell they do.
I got to do that to my bushes.
But I'm just like, man, yeah, you should go see this place. I was impressed last night.
Well, I was just walking around like when I was walking my dog, and I would see houses. I'm like, dude, these look so nice. Like my yard, like I'm trying to keep it green because some of the stuff's looking dry all of a sudden.
Right. The heat.
And so it's just weird spots. But then I noticed why. It's because my shrubs now are finally overgrown because I have those arborvitae like bushes.
Oh.
And so when you cut them, it takes like forever for them to grow back.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for me to cut them again because my sprinklers go into them.
So
because they're out too far.
Right.
I know you guys. It's lawn maintenance stuff. This man show.
Every man that's out there that likes their lawn gets it.
Yeah. No, I need
my yard drives me nuts because it should be gorgeous. It should be amazing, and it sucks. It's awful. The whole thing is just.
I'm like, yeah, it is. No, it looks good, but I get what you're saying.
No, it's not what I want it to be. The grass, we moved in and it was all like freaking not even crabgrass, Bermuda grass or whatever.
It's looking better in the backyard.
It's getting there. I mean, I think I just need to start having a company come and spray it professionally and start to like really put some minerals back in the soil, that kind of thing. Where my goal this summer is to get the irrigation up and running proficiently where everything's actually working right, because I have no pressure in some areas and it makes no sense because we have a pump that works. It should have plenty of pressure.
There's got to be a line break somewhere.
So there's not a line break though, it doesn't seem, but I don't know, because usually you can tell, the water will kind of build up places, but who knows. But then we have some other issues that need to be addressed. So I want to this guy, he's actually kind of a neighbor to both of us. He has Palmer Landscaping, if anybody needs it.
Is he pretty good?
He figured out all the wiring for my box because I had to replace the wire when we put the pool in. So I put conduit in under the pool patio. So that I could always access it in case I screwed something up. And so it worked. So that got the line out to the boxes for the sprinklers. But then it's just a matter of getting them all hooked up right. So he got that all figured out because I tried. But obviously, trying to match color to color, it doesn't.
You're asking the wrong guy. I'm colorblind. So.
Yeah, I'm not, but I might as well.
Green and red, but whatever.
Well, they kind of that's no joke. Some of them were older, so you can tell is this orange or muted red.
Yeah.
It was almost impossible. But he's an electrician too. He can do the electrical side of it, so he could run those
a reader
testers, that read the line, and he could tell where that was going.
Yeah, I have a tester somewhere too for that.
Yeah,
more for it might work.
I have some of
voltage.
that stuff. It's just
I don't.
Do you know how to read it? This is my problem. I don't think I know how to read it.
I know how to do it with data cables because like cat cables. So when we terminate and do stuff like that, you'll test it.
Okay.
Or sometimes you have to test it back to the switch to see where it's if
okay, so you might know a little bit of that.
I haven't done it with electrical because I don't know what the fucking the wattage should be.
I think it'd be the same concept, right?
This is 30 kilowatts. It should be working back. No, actually, it needs to work at 75.3
because you have it set to the the wattage of the little.
Yeah, well, it'll light up too.
Yeah,
it'll just beep.
That's what
it's
I
like
have.
A tone tester.
Yeah,
and
that's what I have. Yeah,
it's not quite as cool.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh yeah, we got power.
Yeah.
I added power out to our gazebo.
Oh, did you finally do that?
I did. Yeah.
Nice.
It worked great. I had one moment where I felt a little tingle. That was it, though. Other than that,
where'd you run it from?
By the pond. There's that outlet there.
Oh, okay.
So I ran a new conduit from that out to the gazebo.
And then spliced them?
Yeah. I just added, I added the actual conduit itself from that box, and it only had one set of lines coming in.
Nice.
And so I just hooked up the line going out, and
It's not too bad.
No.
I mean, you get a little tingle. It's all right.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. Could have been a big tingle.
If I were smarter, I would have taken the time to figure out how to shut it all off first. But
you're not Coyote Peterson.
No, I'm not.
I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's like
I did not know until today.
Yeah, he's I don't know if he has like a show on TV, but I know he has a YouTube.
It seems like a very well done YouTube show.
It is. JJ actually started watching him, and I just remember like, what is this guy? What does he do? So he's like a Steve Irwin type. So he'll go in the wilderness and.
But his goal.
Well, I mean, there's other stuff, but the stuff I watch is he's like, all right, this is the bullet ant. Let's get stung, pretty much.
Which is a big ass ant.
It's a big ass ant.
It's about the length of this.
It looks huge.
It was gigantic.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, or maybe I'm thinking the other thing.
Yeah, the other thing was.
But still, for an ant.
No, it was a big ant. It was
big.
Yeah, it was got to be like an inch or so.
Right.
But its little stinger, it bit him, and he was just
done.
He was not feeling good. Sometimes I wonder. My thing is, I wonder if he does that, and just adds a little.
Yeah, could. You never know. I'm not going to test it myself to see
No.
if he added to it.
Like, is he overly?
The one thing, I think it was the bullet ant that we saw last, right?
The one that stuck in his arm when he let go?
I think the reason that I believe him was if you looked, like this whole part of his arm was red and swollen.
Oh, no, I believe he's getting stung. I'm wondering if his
like,
reaction to the sting is
I don't know, man, that would
extra, or if he's like, if that's just how he is. Because when I watch him, that's how he is.
All I know is when he goes, I know. He got some good Homer moments.
The thing that makes me laugh is people, the crew's like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
I'm like, he just literally let himself get stung by this insect that's supposed to be one of the worst in the world.
Yeah.
He's not okay.
Yeah. He said that was worse than the one that was labeled number 2 in the world.
Yeah. It was like, I forgot, some kind of hornet. No, it wasn't a hornet. It was a tarantula something.
Yeah, it was a tarantula something, but not a spider.
It was like a wasp or a flying insect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of like a termite looking thing.
It was big too.
But it was huge, yeah.
Well, he goes to these other ones that are like warrior hornets or some shit like that. And I don't remember his exact reaction, if he thought that was worse or if the bullet ant was worse, but this wasp was fucking huge.
Well, as bad as that is. It was like
that, dude.
How would you talk yourself into doing it again? I was just like, no. But I guess if you get a bunch of YouTube followers and money.
He got about 20 million subscribers, and I'm sure he's not.
Money's good. So then you got to keep finding bad shit to buy. Eventually, he's going to be like, all right, we're going to snakes.
Well, yeah.
This is a diamondback rattlesnake.
Yeah, the cool thing is he does other stuff with animals. So it's not always just.
Is he actually like a zoologist?
I think
or something?
so.
Or like,
I think he knows a lot about it.
Yeah,
he knows how to handle them and stuff, and it's pretty informative. So he knows a lot.
Yeah,
but
have you ever seen that guy?
Dr. Phil's also a doctor,
right?
So
only he's not.
Exactly.
Don't be fooled. Dr. Phil does not have a doctorate degree.
Well, no, that's what I mean.
He has he might have like a doctor, but he's not a medical doctor.
He might have a, what is it when they give you one?
He has like a psych.
No, I mean like the I think Shaq has his doctorate, but it was like
honorary.
Yeah,
he didn't have an honorary, dude.
I wonder if it was honorary.
He wasn't
more
a psychiatrist. I think he was like a psychologist, and I don't know which
one's higher up.
Psychiatrist.
Yeah,
psychiatrist is a medical doctor. Like they provide medication. Yeah. Not that psychologists don't. They're great, but like you're therapists and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But
he was a high school counselor
on national TV and act like you're, I don't know. Whatever.
We've talked about Dr.
I don't hate Dr. Phil. I just find him to be arrogant and funny.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm the smartest guy ever.
I watched one where the girl said something about, he better not be on here. And he was like, you don't tell me who can go on my show. This is my show.
This is my house.
I don't think she literally meant he better not be here. It was more of like those. Oh, fuck, he better not be here.
No, but he's, Dr. Phil. I don't take shit from nobody.
Yeah. That's what that was. And so I was like,
he's got issues. I would love to
like
see
Dr.
Dr.
Phil,
Phil lose all his money and see how he does. Because I think I mentioned before, the one time that really pissed me off, there was this guy in the recession, like the bad recession.
08?
Yeah. He was like 50-some years old, right? Not that far away from retirement, really. Like he was in the golden era of his career, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had been an IT executive.
Okay.
Lost
Making money.
his job. Well, he was older.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to give him the same kind of job with the same pay.
Oh, of course.
How would you feel if you worked for 30 years?
I'd feel betrayed like a
and
mofo.
Then you needed to accept a job that was going to pay you half.
I would not be happy.
And like, no, of course not. Dr. Phil literally said, I'd rather be flipping burgers than sitting at home. I'm like, Dr. Phil, don't pretend. Can you imagine that ego if he lost it all? Go flip a burger, Dr. Phil. Let's see it. I really like, if you're going to claim that kind of shit on national television.
Dude, he does.
Put your money where your mouth is.
I went to Burger King. Dr. Phil's in the back.
What you do? You don't tell me how I'm going to make your burger, son. This
Dr.
is
Phil,
my house.
I'm your shift leader. God damn it. Fold. Then flip it out.
This is bullshit. That guy's a real asshole.
In today's news, Dr. Phil's fired from Burger King for ejaculating on someone's burger.
If he were flipping burgers, do you think Robin would be sitting in the booth like clapping for him?
She would leave
walking him out of the end. Oh God, she would leave him.
She'd leave him in a heartbeat.
His kids wouldn't talk to him.
I'm sure, and I don't think it's like everyone with money, but a lot of times people are with you for the money, I think.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if she is. They seem like they've been married for quite a bit.
But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's the hokey shit that I don't like. Is like, like what? I get it. Yeah, the guy's gonna have to go get a job. Like, I get that. But like, yeah, it's kind of a big deal when you worked your whole life to get to a position, and then that got ripped away from you, and now you have to accept it.
You've worked in this position, say, for quite some time. So now your lifestyle is kind of around that. And we're not saying this guy's like doing lavish things, but you got a nice house. Right. Your mortgage might be not a little pricey. Your
pride is kind of tied into that work, right?
Yeah. Like everything's just, now you just think, crap, now I need to get a job. Either that's going to equal that.
Well, and if Dr. Phil really wants credit with that, stop like pitching your wife's companies and your kids' books and their like fucking music career and all that shit on your show. He's like, one of the kids was, I don't know if he still is, but it's just one of those things where it's like, it's very easy to say that to somebody when you're not in their shoes. It's a whole other thing to live that. And I can only imagine how that guy felt.
Oh, I'm sure it's a blow.
I would be livid.
Oh, yeah.
I would like be telling Dr. Phil to go fuck himself pretty much. Like, I wouldn't have gone to a stupid show.
Let's go, Dr. Phil. Let's go at it, bro.
Come on, man. Catch me outside. How about that, Dr. Phil?
Talk about a person that turned her career around.
Oh, my God. Dr. Phil did not hurt her. Jeez.
No.
My God.
No, I mean, she played it smart. I'm not even going to. We've talked about that.
She did.
She's making millions now.
Another person that, like, I'm like, great. This is such a good example for our culture. But whatever. We're shooting ourselves in the foot.
But hey. Yeah, Dr. Phil. He's fucking crazy.
Well, I was going to say, we were talking before the show, too. Like, on the guy that the kid that you were mentioning, or guy that does the bug thing.
Yeah, Coyote
Peterson. There's a TikTok challenge, I guess, right now where kids are supposed to go out and dig holes on beaches. So in Florida, like Daytona Beach or somewhere, I don't know, Miami, wherever.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Why is it always Florida?
I am fucking Florida, dude.
I don't think I want to visit Florida ever again.
It makes you a little nervous.
I went to Miami, but I don't ever want to go back.
I feel like the beach itself is probably okay, but yeah, you go into like anywhere like
the people
at all remote.
Nuts. But anyway, go ahead.
So, well, typical stupid shit that's like totally pointless and seems harmless, but screws everything up. Kids are digging, like college age kids are digging holes that are up to like 5 feet deep and 4 feet wide.
That's a big fucking hole.
So people, like, if they're walking the beach at night or if they're just not paying attention, people are falling into these holes. They're having major issues apparently with sea turtles. I heard this on Bob and Tom. Oh, yeah. Big surprise. But like sea turtles, like they come on shore to give birth to their babies.
Yeah.
Well, the babies
is super rare, right?
Then, yeah, I mean it's a big thing. Big deal. Yeah. Like there's not enough sea turtles in the world, so every little chickling, whatever.
Because not every of all those ones that even get hatched don't ever make it to shore.
Don't make it. They either don't get birth, they don't make it into the water, or if they do, they get eaten when they get in the water. So it's rough. So you need a lot of them. Well, they're having a hard time navigating all these holes apparently. So one beach, like they're like begging kids to stop doing it. But it's ironic to me because it's so much like the youth, right? They bitch about how everybody else screws everything up.
As they screw everything up.
They do not think at all about the little things they do that are just fun. It's like you have to really realize anything you do at all has consequences.
Don't we teach our kids that? Like,
no, we clearly don't. We clearly do not.
You think that's what we teach our kids? Like,
you think we do?
There's consequences to things,
right? And like you have to think things through. Like, okay, like I get it. You're just digging a hole on the beach. What's the harm? But then everybody starts digging holes on the beach. Hey, like that's not a fucking beach. Like I don't want to like be looking.
All I picture is just like holes everywhere,
right?
Yeah.
Like Disney's holes. Like holes everywhere.
Don't these kids need to go fucking study?
Like go to fucking school.
Go to school.
When I was your age, I was studying.
Playing at the beach. That's what I'd probably be doing.
You're there playing.
I wouldn't even be digging a hole. I'd be just chilling at the beach.
I'm too lazy to dig a hole. I mean, for one thing, a 5-foot hole, 4 feet wide, that's pretty impressive.
That's a lot of work too.
But like, I know. And it's for something so stupid. Like, how do these things even get started?
Why don't when you're done, just fill it back up?
Fill it back up. Take a picture, put it on TikTok, fill it back up.
That's it. Like, who cares? Okay, you're going to dig a hole, but damn.
How about this challenge?
Are they using, I want to know what they're using to dig it with.
You know what would be really
Are they going to just use those little plastic
oh my God.
shovels? They better use that.
Do you remember Shanghai Nights? Do you remember that movie?
I know the movie with Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson.
So there's a scene early on where Owen Wilson's buried in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
He double-crossed his guys.
And the crows or ravens are after him.
And they give him a stick to dig himself out.
Yeah.
That's a TikTok challenge I'd watch. Like bury a guy and watch him dig himself out of a hole.
How did he end up getting out of it? Did he dig himself out?
He supposedly dug himself out. I don't think they ever really say, but yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Either that or did Jackie Chan help him out? I think he showed up and he had like gotten himself out. But anyway, these TikTok challenges, like if you want to be doing them, like why don't these kids that are all socially active like do something positive with the challenges? Like why can't all these challenges actually accomplish something?
Yeah.
Instead of just being mindlessly ridiculous.
There's this one YouTuber that I used to think was kind of a douche, but I didn't really know. I just
assumed.
I did. I really did. His name was Mr. Beast.
Uh-huh.
But then the more
more
I watched some of his stuff, I was like, damn, this guy's kind of like positive. Like that's what he makes a lot of money on YouTube because I think he's I think he might have the most subscribers.
Wow.
And so with that money, he invests it back into his channel, but he's like giving away stuff to homeless shelters, they'll go to the stores and they'll buy up like all his supplies, and then they'll go to all these different shelters and hey, you guys, this is for you guys. You got everything we need. They're like, oh my God, I love that you're doing this. Like buying houses for people, but they do one where they go to the beach and they, okay, we're going to get 10,000 pounds of garbage or something like that.
Yeah.
So they go to this beach. I forget where it was, what country or where it was, but so they go to the beach and they get all the garbage.
That's the thing. Is
so
like
I
you're
thought
actually
that was really cool. But they do it in a way too where it's funny because they're joking around. They're
it's fun
friends
and like
they're doing stuff, but
they're doing something worthwhile.
Yeah, it's very positive.
Like,
what he does.
That's the thing is like so much of this shit. You're just like, God, what is the goddamn point? Like,
yeah,
what is happening? But
do something positive with your life. Yeah. I don't know.
But whatever, we were all kids once. Most of us didn't do shit with our youth. So
I know. I remember. I won't lie though. I remember when we moved to Seattle, and we moved into where we lived. Like I was like the kids. I'm bored.
Yeah.
So I went outside and I dug a hole.
Mm-hmm.
And at this time, I dug this hole that was probably about 5 feet deep. It was taller than I was.
You were the first challenger.
I did the first challenge because I was trying to dig the China.
Yeah. Right.
Like I technically would probably just dig to the core of the earth and die, but
or not even that far before the oxygen
ran out.
Filled with water.
That's crazy to think.
Well, didn't people pass out when they were digging like old wells and stuff?
Oh,
like,
I'm
didn't
sure
they have to be attached to a rope so someone can like hoist them up? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the earth is kind of fucked up when you think about it.
It's like, dude, what are you
It's actively trying to kill you all the time.
I saw this thing where it said the ocean it's pretty much that's what it does.
Yeah.
Because we look at the ocean as like a calming thing.
Yeah.
When the ocean's actively really trying to like, kill you. It's really calling you
power.
It's calling you, but like there's so much stuff in the ocean that can just pretty much kill you.
The ocean itself, the water. But do you know most of the carbon dioxide is actually taken by the ocean?
That's kind of cool.
That's like, it is one of the most important aspects, and we are royally fucking it up.
Oh, I'm sure we are.
Oh, yeah.
All the like pollution in the oceans and shit.
It's getting real bad. The coral reefs are dying.
One of the other things I saw too was about coral reefs. They create their own like sunscreen, pretty much to protect themselves.
They're brilliant. I tell you,
it was pretty cool. But then I was learning, like, it was like these facts about the ocean I was reading earlier today, and like killer whales, they're like an apex predator.
Yes.
There's nothing that
the great white sharks won't fuck with killer whales.
No.
Do you know why we don't
nothing
have
will
killer
fuck with a killer whale?
Why we don't have killer whales? Why we don't have great white sharks in the Puget Sound?
Because we got fucking a lot of killer whales.
We have a ton of killer whales. That's right.
Like, come on, my life, bro.
I almost said, do you know why we don't have killer whales in Puget Sound? That's
they got
all that's fucking there. They literally named an island after it, Orcas Island.
Yeah, I know. But can you imagine?
Yeah.
Fucking, well, because I mean, I guess sharks react.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, sharks are also like typically, from my knowledge, singular hunters, whereas whales are pod hunters.
Well, that's what I mean. And whales are mammals, and they're smart.
They're fucked up.
So they know what's going on.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I got you, fool.
Yeah.
I got you. Let's get this guy.
Right.
Great
They're
white.
all sweet.
Great white. Get out of here.
Well, even dolphins like fuck up a great white.
Oh yeah. That's what I
slap the shit out of them with their tail and stuff.
With their like their nose.
Poor shark.
Sharks getting right up the rear.
What the fuck I do to you?
Fuck, man. Sharks are probably like the sweetest.
I know. They're really sweet. They're really
nice.
The
pit bulls of the ocean.
They're misunderstood. Yeah. Jaws was just trying to get away.
God damn it. Jaws ruined it for all of us.
No, it is kind of sad. Like, I do love the movie Jaws, but it is sad how many sharks are murdered because of that. Like, people
that movie?
Yeah, people just went out and started killing sharks left and right.
After that movie?
Yeah. Now it's better because people have been kind of like schooled in it.
Oh, they realize it's a movie.
And you know that the Japanese will actually, it's a delicacy to have a shark fin. So they will actually cut the fins off of sharks, leave them alive, and dump them back in the ocean. So they just sink and die.
That's fucked up.
That's all
Might
they
as well
want.
just eat it.
As much as I love Japan and the people of Japan, some of their shit needs to fucking change.
That's kind of mean. That's like,
yeah.
If you're going to do that, you might as well just like.
Nope, they don't give a shit about it. They just want the fins, and they're worth a shit ton of money. So that's all they do. It's like people that kill rhinos for their husks or elephants for their tusks. By the way,
why don't you just sedate the elephant, saw its tusk off, let the elephant live? Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Would it grow back?
I don't know. I think not. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons.
It grows back even bigger?
Fully illegal. Look at the size of that thing.
God, I would be scared. Elephants are fucking so huge.
Rhinos, like, hippos is what I'm thinking of. They fucking kill people like crazy.
Hippos are aggressive.
Hippos are the worst.
They are. I was just listening to a podcast and they were talking about that.
Yeah.
They're like, do you think you can survive a fight with a hippo? They're like, hell no.
No.
But the one guy goes, if you were in a room with a gorilla, you think you had you stand a
gorilla?
A gorilla. He goes, do you think you stand a chance? He goes, I think I got like a 50-50 chance to.
50-50?
He goes, I think I can take it on. And the other guy's like, No.
Have you seen their fucking forearms?
He goes, you cannot beat up a girl. I'm sorry.
Watch them. They're fucking nuts. They'll whack off the all over
will
you.
Grab you and just
they'll bite your head off.
They got. I guess they got more bite force than a lion.
Oh, they are insane. Yeah, I mean they're great. They're not really like crazy, but like if they perceive you as a threat, like they'll take you out. They'll throw you through the wall.
I wonder how strong they are.
Very strong. I don't know how strong.
Because they say chimps are 1.5 times stronger than a human.
Which they're not that big.
A chimp's not big.
A freaking chimp. Like you can hold a chimp.
right?
Like, yeah, they just have long ass arms, but they have tiny hind legs.
But I guess they're like pretty muscular.
Yeah, and they bite like shit. Like they'll take your fingers off.
Well,
easy.
I think that someone had chimps in. I'm just gonna say it. I think it was in Florida. To be honest with you,
we're just gonna call it Florida.
But it like ripped. It's either I think it ripped the lady's face off, or some shit like that.
I remember that. Then they like killed it or something.
Which of course,
the lady knew. Don't have a chimp in your house if you don't want your face ripped off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not the chimp's
fault. His fault for being himself.
We have cougars that come in. And I get it. I don't want a kid eating or something, but it pisses me off that we just like shoot it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck did cougar do wrong?
Cougar in my yard. I'm taking it.
No, I understand like a homeowner that's afraid for their dog or their kid or something, but like the officials, like I know I don't want to like put too much pressure on them, but like,
can't you just like trank it?
Have it ready. Like have a trank, call the freaking animal control, take it out away and let it go again.
You think you would have like,
and frankly, we're taking their land. That's why we keep seeing them. Like,
I want to know
where
the
else are they
sniper.
gonna fucking live?
I want to see the sniper for animal control that's out there in the trees sniping out.
Oh, I might. I see it moving out the end of the bush.
Like, he's sitting there, and then you got the spotter.
Yeah. 20 clicks to the left, mate.
Fucking just sniping the cougar from a distance.
Means at 5 miles per hour coming southwest.
Just dressed like a Army SEAL, like a Navy SEAL, you know?
Coming to the Columbia River.
Yeah.
Diving in.
Oh, here. Going to take out a little cougar.
This is the Saddam Hussein of cougars.
A little cougar. Fucking cougars are big. Dude, I just tripped me out when I saw that from standing they can jump like 20 to 25 feet.
Scary.
From a standing position.
Scary.
They can leap. That's far.
Why we're so screwed. Our brains are all we have. That's all we have in the world to possibly
we're still screwed then because we think we can.
I know.
Oh, cougar?
This is how stupid we are. I think I got a 50-50 chance with the gorilla.
Yeah.
We're not doing well as a culture of people.
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't know if there's an animal I could take on besides a
king cobra is like 16 feet long and it can stand 4 feet tall. A king cobra can almost look you in the face.
No, fuck that.
Right?
No, I'm good.
I mean,
snakes creep me out.
Oh, they creep me out too.
Like I'm almost afraid. I'm almost afraid of snakes because they're so fucking fast.
They are. And it just seems like when they lock in on you, they're just like coming for you. I've had nightmares like that where snakes are just everywhere and they're like coming for me.
I can see why Indiana Jones was afraid of them.
Oh, yeah. They're awful. Ooh, no. And bugs are the worst.
Bugs. Yeah. What kind of bugs?
I don't know. Just
I don't like earwigs.
Earwigs are kind of gross. I can like pick up an earwig and like move it.
I won't even fucking move it. It's going.
But see, I don't kill a lot of things. Like I'll kill them if they're in my house and I need to or something. But I don't know. I'm a little Buddhist that way. Like I'll let it live if I can.
I'm like, fuck you.
I'm always saving like little bugs from the pool because it makes me sad. Like I wouldn't want to drown. If I were drowning in like an ocean and a giant were there.
I grab their little throats and I put them underwater longer.
You're scary. You're not the giant I'd want to be around.
I waterboard bugs.
Tell me where your hamster is.
Yeah, I put a little thing over his little face.
Do you
pour water on it?
Put little itty bitty connectors to his nipples. Scare him a little bit beforehand.
Where's your nest?
Okay, buddy. Well, maybe you'll talk if we bust your kneecaps.
I know. I don't got kneecaps.
Oh, speaking of that,
some bugs I will let loose, but spiders gone.
Spiders you kind of have to.
Spiders done.
Yeah, especially
earwigs done.
So Grand Theft Auto 5, you played it a little bit. Mm-hmm. There's a scene in there where you have to like CIA style get information out of this guy.
Oh.
And you are working for the government at this point. Like you're getting information for an FBI agent who's corrupt and all this stuff. And you have to like use a huge ass like pipe wrench to bust the guy's knees at one point. You pull his teeth out.
That's
you electrocute him. Oh,
I don't think I can torture someone.
Oh, I couldn't. It'd be awful.
I don't think. I know I could.
The video game was great. It was like kind of funny. But
like pulling teeth, I think like something's wrong with dentists. I've always thought this because something's got to be fucked up in your head
to want to do that.
To want to pull someone's teeth out.
Well, I got to say though, I had an abscess in one of my teeth.
I mean,
teeth. In one of my teeth.
In one of my teeth.
Let me tell you, brother, I had an abscess in a teeth. Okay. Yeah, I had one, and it hurt so bad when they pulled it. I was like, you just like, that was the best ever.
I get that, and I'm thankful for them. That's a fucking you're borderline pain. You're borderline psycho. You're a
psychopath.
Yeah, for sure. What do you want to be, Dennis? Why? I just want to pull some teeth.
I just always wanted to pull teeth out of people's heads. I don't know. I just fascinated.
How weird do you think that feels to pull someone's tooth out of their?
Very odd.
You know what I mean?
It's coming. It's coming. Yeah.
Like, especially when it's just in there and you're like I had a tooth that was pretty bad because it was growing in sideways or something. So they had to break it into pieces.
Right. To get it out.
And you could just hear them like, ping, 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 ping. I'm like, oh, it broke. All right, here we go. You might feel a little pressure.
And then he goes, oh, God. Oh, thank you. Oh,
breathing down my neck.
Rubbing your shoulder. Oh, Jesus.
Fuck.
Is that good for you, lighting up a cigarette? You mind?
He's like, sorry, my mouth got watery on that one. But it's funny, but I like seeing like pimples getting popped and shit.
Yeah.
I watched this TikTok video. This guy had like a blackhead in his ear.
Oh.
And so there's this doctor that he will rate them.
Yes.
And he's like, did you guys send this to me because it's like rage? Because, oh my God, can they just push it out the other side? Push it out the other side. And it was very frustrating. Before he said that, I was like, dude, just get the thing. But when they get it out, it's like, ooh.
Yeah. There is something weird about those.
It's oddly disgustingly satisfying.
Well, it's like when they get those ingrown hairs and then they finally get those out and they're huge. It's like a huge clump.
That's weird.
Man.
I thought
people with really curly hair have the best because I don't know what it is about curly hair, but it sticks in there a lot better. And
probably because it's like curling.
I guess because it curls anyway, so it curls deeper or something. But man, when they get that out, holy crap! It's like
that's cool though.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't know. Some of that pimple shit's pretty cool though. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
In other news, we got a fishing boat.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that last week.
We haven't talked about it.
We got it last week too.
Yeah, when did we get? When the hell did we get that thing? It wasn't that long ago.
We both got a fishing license.
We have fishing licenses. We got the boat license. We got the trailer license.
Yeah, I just got my fishing license last Sunday.
I got it last Monday.
Yeah, this Monday. You said.
Yeah, that's right. I don't remember when I do things.
But yeah, the fishing. Yeah, it's it. We went to the DMV together and got it in our name.
It was great.
It was pretty funny actually. The lady was very nice. We were jokingly. We didn't joke. We were like, no, we're not a couple.
She's like,
I go, we're not married yet. I go, the wedding's in a week is what I told her.
Got a little awkward for a minute.
Our wives, though, they always fucking say shit.
Yeah, although technically now you live at my house. So
what?
I have the license on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
We're both are my address.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I have your address.
That's funny. But
I stay in this house.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I passed out in here last week.
You did. I tried to wake you up. You napped a little bit.
I napped. Woke up around 3 a.m. and was like, fuck, I got to go home. Which is a good thing. My wife didn't have to deal with me. So
yeah.
Not that I was like belligerent or anything. Normally, if I get to a point, I go sleep. That's it.
Yeah.
It's Mimi's time for me.
And hey, you sobered up. Able to drive home safe. So there you go.
I mean, I might have been sober. I don't remember.
Oh,
I was probably sober. I'm only a mile away. I know. No, it wasn't illegal. I don't think. No.
Speaking of driving, we also got a new goddamn car this week because my wife decided she wanted a crossover instead of the badass car that we already had.
Yeah, I can see too, but especially with chaos.
I get it.
If you have somebody driving that fool around.
Get it. And it is nice to have a crossover again. But
speaking of chaos, there was a dog yesterday at that my wife's cousin's little show.
Yeah,
it was a great. I think it was a Great Dane. He was an old fella, fucking huge,
bigger than Chaos, probably. Huh?
Bigger than Copper.
Yeah,
remember that Copper dog that you guys had that for like that day? Copper,
oh yeah,
the hound.
Yeah.
Bigger than him.
Wow,
it was so huge.
Like a freaking
fucking doggy dick was just like hanging, and it was just like, oh my fuck.
Did he rest it on your shoulder?
It's fucking swinging, kids, stay away. I know. It was crazy. It was a big ass dog. He was an old guy though. Yeah. He was old.
man.
He looked like a sweet old boy, though.
I'll bet.
But he was huge.
Yeah.
To this table, easy up here.
God, can you imagine?
No.
Just eating your food
I used to think. I used to think my boxer Beans was huge.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing bigger dogs, and I'm like, damn, he wasn't that big. He was heavy, but that was it.
Harvey's pretty good size, but he's tall. Very scrawny.
No,
he's
Harvey,
not like,
if he was a person, would be 6'4", 110 pounds.
Yeah, very true.
Right?
Yes, very athletic, but also very.
I think if I had Beans was alive, he'd be 6'1", probably like 250,
all
210 or something. He'd be somewhere around there.
That boy was muscular.
He's a muscular little dog.
Yeah.
Rex is kind of muscular.
He will be. He's gonna be just like.
He looks muscular already.
Yeah, and he's a baby.
I know.
So
he is a big old baby.
I was driving him nuts. I was at the house earlier picking the kids up to come swimming, and I heard Rex going nuts in the kennel because he was in the kennel at that moment.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, Arlene didn't want him out at that point, and I get it because he was like
he was riled up.
So I was like, I'll just go say hi to him through the cage. No, I shouldn't have even gone over. He goes
hey, crazy.
Dude, chill. And the other dog, the black dog,
Kinsley
kicked me in the crotch. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
I know.
Leave me be.
Told me that. I don't know those dogs.
Every damn time I get kicked in the nuts.
Rex got me yesterday.
Yeah, he's good at it.
He
would real boxer.
Jump, he was like, pow. And I was like,
He does, and then he has no clue he did it. So he just stays all excited, and you're like, dude, stop.
He's gotten better not jumping up on me because he knows, because I'm always like, no. And then when he sits, I'm like,
yeah, right.
But I don't know. I'm gonna get back into walking him and stuff because I'm trying to lose the elves.
I mean, no,
but I don't know. I don't got really much else.
I don't either.
You know. Yeah. About an hour.
An hour, 2 minutes. I know.
Last week was long, and I was, it was just long.
Yeah,
it was fun. It was cool.
It was fun. Mike, we'll have you back.
Mike, you need to come back.
Yeah, we'll do you right this time. Right?
Yeah, I will.
I want to get Dalton back again and talk a little more about some alien shit.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree.
Yeah, I want to find out if he's got any more stories from that run he does down there to Oregon. Remember he was talking about that ranch, that cattle ranch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When he was delivering stuff.
Yeah, I want to find out if any more has happened.
Oh, and something that this is ocean related.
Oh, okay.
But it's supernatural. No. But something I was going to bring up, I took a screenshot of.
Uh-huh.
And which I thought was fucking hilarious that I didn't know. Some octopuses will randomly punch other fish for no reason other than spite.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
I know that they're very smart. They're smarter than we ever gave them credit for.
Fuck, can you imagine an octopus, a little fish going by, and he's
being
like,
a dick?
Boom.
Just because he's like happy. Like, hi, who are you?
Get the fuck out of
you.
I know.
Is that a spite?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
What a dig.
The animal world gets better and better the more we learn.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. How would you know that? Like, that sounds like a new fact.
I don't know. I'm going to read more into it later, but it was
I have something else to teach my students about the ocean.
Yeah. Stay away from octopuses,
hey,
people.
kids, you know that octopuses will punch you for no good reason.
No for good reason.
Well, they've shown where, like, divers, they'll try to wrap around their mask and pull the mask off.
Because they know, huh?
They're fucking scary, man.
Octopuses are scary.
They are.
Squids. All them tentacles.
They're so smart, though. Like, they've done a lot of studies on how smart those little squid are. Like, they'll solve problems. Like, they've taught some how to open a jar. Like,
that's crazy.
How to hold it and then twist it, and then they'll go into the jar.
Is it a mammal then, I wonder? I don't know. That's
crazy. Don't know. No, I don't think they're mammals.
They're not mammals.
I have no clue what they are. I don't think
they're warm-blooded, right?
They don't have a skeleton.
Why mammal? Yeah.
Part of it is that it has to do with like producing milk and a bunch of shit too, I think.
It's crazy to think like dolphins.
As many times as I've taught that, I can never remember all.
It's crazy, because you got dolphins and whales, they're mammals.
But not sharks.
Right. But they're like self-aware, so that's one reason they know they're self-aware. That makes them a mammal, I guess, when they realize that
I have not heard
they all see the reflection. They've done tests where they're like, Oh, there. That's me. You can't fool me.
That's me.
Yeah. 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 Shark got called. Oh, another shark. Oh, yeah. You want to come at me?
Seriously.
Cut it.
Man,
Dead.
it's crazy.
I don't know. But anyway. Oh, I can't even play our end song. I forgot. I don't even want to do that.
That makes me so angry.
That's so stupid.
And I've paid a lot of money for that fucking song, so
we'll have to find another song.
We'll just make one.
I'll talk to Alicia's cousin.
There we go.
He has a couple albums out. You guys haven't checked out Coaster? He was a pretty good rapper.
Cool.
Yeah, his music's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's rapped with like Afro Man.
Okay.
Stevie Stone, his name is. I don't know if you know him, but like, yeah, he's rapped with some, decent names.
Yeah. He's making a name for himself.
Yeah. It's something. All in on this. So what I thought was always cool about him is since he could, he's always wanted to rap.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what he's done.
Uh-huh.
He's had like worked at like a bar and stuff, but
he's done that consistently.
Rapping is his thing, and that's what he's gonna make work. And I think he's gonna make it because he
won't give up on
he won't give up on his dream.
That's awesome.
And I think that's so cool. I think that shows a lot.
Yeah, and he's making it one way or the other. He's living, he's surviving, and
he's doing really well.
So,
yeah, he's got
awesome.
He has a few CDs out.
Nice.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Very good.
So check him out, Costa.
Cool, Costa.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys have a good week.
Yeah.
And
enjoy your weekend.
Safe.
Happy 4th of July to you.
Don't light anything on fire.
Don't blow off any fingers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, bro.
Happy birthday,
my little bro. Blew a finger off on me.
Ouch.
On accident. It wasn't his. No. Oh. He has a little thing he can put on there.
Okay.
But
all right.
It wasn't his fault. It was actually the wick fell into the thing and yeah, it was a premature explosion.
Yikes.
Yeah.
We all know.
Be careful.
We all know about those guys.
Yeah. Medicine.
Watch out.
Yeah. The wives all know all too well about premature explosions.
It'll take a finger off.
Anytime I'm trying to get with the wife, they explode too early. I'm like,
those damn girls. They can't control it.
They can't.
All right, guys. Well, again, happy birthday, America.
Yep.
Let freedom ring. Continue democracy. Hey,
let's do it.
See ya.
Anarchy. All right. It's still up.